Here's 2 reasons why down payment assistance may not work in the future. Reason 1. Now, I hope that everyone has heard about the Federal Reserve changing its stance on interest rates. Now, this change in monetary policy does have an effect on mortgage rates. And if you have seen in the past couple of weeks, mortgage rates have been falling. Now, what does this have to do with down payment assistance? Now, for every percent, meaning 1%, that the mortgage rates come down, this introduces 10 million new buyers into the market. Well, now you have something called competition and bidding wars. So in a lot of markets, you will see 10, 15, 20 offers on homes because of these new buyers that have come to compete within the market. Well, let me give you an example. If buyer A is using down payment assistance, but they also have money in their savings, for example, $20,000, and they are bidding on a $400,000 home, they have the room using their savings to pay $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 over the asking price just to get the home. Now, if we look at buyer B may only have down payment assistance. So in that case, they are at a disadvantage. Now, this is just one scenario. This doesn't include people that are using conventional loans or that are paying 100% cash for homes because they are interested in purchasing a home at this time. And this isn't to deter you from purchasing a home. This is a heads up. Number 1, always purchase when you are ready. And number 2, you should be strategizing moving forward when you are utilizing these programs as mortgage rates start to come down. It is something that you should discuss with whoever you're working with. You know, if you're working with myself as your real estate agent or somebody out there, these are things that you should have in order beforehand, and you should have a game plan. Now, here's the thing. Every place is going to be different. So, for example, there are a lot of bidding wars in Prince George's County, Maryland. But there aren't as many bidding wars in Baltimore County, Maryland, because there is more inventory in Baltimore County, Maryland. In Prince George's County, Maryland, there isn't a lot of inventory. So, you know, a lot of these homes are getting 19, 20, 16 offers. Now, the decrease in mortgage rates lead me to number 2, programs running out of money. So I'll give you an example. DC has a program called HPAP, which is the Home Purchase Assistance Program. This program runs out of money within 30 to 45 days. So as of right now, the program has no money. It will be replenished in October, but people are already lining up ready to earmark their funds so that they can purchase a home once the funds become available, right? And you have hundreds of people that are lining up for this. So a program like HPAP in DC only lasts about 30, 45, 60 days at the most, and then the money is gone. Well, we also see this in Maryland too, right? So we have the Home Mobility Program for disabled persons. That program, oftentimes, for the most part, always runs out of money every year. If anybody is familiar with the You've Earned It program or the program that pays off your student loan in the state of Maryland, that program started out at $50,000. So if you had $50,000 in student loan debt, they will have paid off your $50,000 if you purchased a home. Well, the program started to run dry. Okay, well, now it is at $25,000. So instead of them allowing the program to completely run out of money, they just reduced the amount that they were giving people. Now your student loans have to be below $25,000 or $20,000 to be able to utilize that program. And here's the issue when programs run out of money. You have to wait for the governing body to convene and discuss and provide a budget to get access to this money or for them to replenish the money all over again, right? And in DC, they convene maybe every 6 months. That's why the program runs out of money, and then we go several months with no money in the HPAP bucket for people to use. Well, it's the same thing in Maryland, and it's the same thing in most states. The more the interest rates come down, the more stress on the program, the more people get access to the program, and the more likely that it is to run out of money. So right now, the lowest interest rate that I've seen is like a 5.9, 5.9, 5.8 in there somewhere. If we get down to 5.5, if we get down to 5 or 4.8, 4.9, these are things that you're going to start to run into. A lot of buyers utilizing these programs and people that have a fat savings account that can overbid on these properties. And 2, a lot of these programs are going to start to run out of money. Okay, so I'm not saying this to be negative. I want everybody to be able to achieve the American dream, but you should strategize beforehand and understand the market that you're walking into, right? Each county, each area, each city is going to be different. Some cities, counties more competitive than others. Like I just compared Prince George's County, Maryland to Baltimore County, Maryland. Two different types of competition. One has more inventory, the other has less inventory. So you should understand these things moving forward. Now, unfortunately, with a lot of these programs, it's kind of hard to earmark your money ahead of time, because with a lot of these programs, I would say 99%, you have to have a signed or ratified agreement saying that you're buying, this house right here on 123 Main Street, right? So, you want to plan accordingly. Get ahead of these things so that you have this plan with your agent. If it's me, this is something that, we'll talk about beforehand. But I think this is something that everybody should pay attention to moving forward, especially if you decide to utilize down payment assistance. Again, I'm interested in hearing what you all think down in the comment section, or feel free to reach out to me directly. I look forward to hearing from you.